I want to make sure that everyone is sitting up and tracking me up here. Just chill. Okay. We are talking about calculating speed today. Speed is like the amount of distance that is covered in a certain period of time. Okay, so let's check it out. Kipsters will be able to do what? Today it's on your sheet. More hands. Let's go. Chalice, nice and loud. Good. And we're going to look at the box on the left over here. Speed is the, go ahead and read that. It's filled in on the board. Chris.
Speed is the distance and object follows in amount of time.
Yep. Okay, perfect. You can fill this in, distance and an amount of time. Now, we're going to go over this box. I do not want you to go ahead. I want you to stay with me here. Ready. Distance, can you read the definition? Bridget.
The space between 2 points.
Yep, so you're writing it in the definition box right there. Raise your hand if you know a unit of distance. Any unit of distance, let's go. Reeves.
Miles.
Good, M-I, write it. Another example of a unit of distance. Daniela. Can't hear you.
Feet.
Yup, F-T. Perfect, let's get a couple more. Fit them all in that little square. Noel.
Meters.
I need everyone to speak up.
Meter.
Thank you. And Julian?
Kilometers.
Kilometers, yep. And then one more. Let's do a little baby one. Little baby. Andy. Centimeters. 4 millimeters. Perfect. Okay, so you should only fill in the distance box. Now let's read time. Read it on the board as we fill it in. Go, Gift.
How long it takes to travel a particular distance?
Gift, one more time, nice and loud.
How long it takes to travel a particular distance?
Good, write it. Give me a unit of time, please. Any unit of time. Luna.
Minutes.
Minutes. M-I-N. Write it. Tell me another one. Jared.
A year.
Year. Perfect. Josh.
Decade.
Yep. One more. Go ahead, Josh.
Hours.
Hours. Perfect. Okay. Very last one. Speed. Read the definition. Let's go. Batu.
Distance traveled in a particular time.
Yep. And tell me some examples of speed. It's gotta include a distance unit and a time unit. Let's go. Jovan.
Miles per hour.
Miles per hour. Yep. We know you could use a small p or a slash for per. Go ahead, Julian. Another one.
Meters per second.
Good. Let's do one more example of a time. Speed. One more example of a speed. Basically, any of these over any of these. Love that these guys have their hand up for every question. Janela.
Kilometer per hour.
Yep. Make sure you have at least 3 examples of each. At least 3 examples of each. All right. So listen up, guys. Speeds are just the amount of distance that's covered in a particular amount of time. Pull it down. I really want you to push to participate as much as possible. This is the last class of the week. Let's do this. So, calculating speed. If you got modified, this says 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Just change it to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I don't know why it does that. It's like autocorrect on Microsoft Word. It's so annoying. Okay, so I need 5 readers to tell me what the steps are for calculating the speed. 1, Belma. 2, Reeves. 3, Jovan. 4, Josette Loud. 5, Shamari. Go.
Find out what the question is looking for.
Write what's given. Write equation.
Solve, don't forget units.
Perfect. Now, these are the steps that you need to follow today on the problems that are going to be kind of easy so that when we get to the hard, challenging problems on Monday, you actually know what to do. So let's go over this. I'm going to show you exactly how to do this. Now, I need someone to help me read in an accent. Does anyone have a funny accent they can show? Go ahead, Chris. You're up, Chris. All right, just read it. Go ahead, Diamante. Funny accent, go. A cheetah. A cheetah.
Hey man, a cheetah runs 50 miles in 25 seconds. What is the cheetah's speed?
All right. So, step 1, what is the name of the step? Go ahead, Luna.
Find out what's the question looking for.
Good. Is it looking for speed, distance, or time, Jared? Good. I really need you to speak up. Say it again. Yep, pull it down. So, fill in number 1 is speed. Now, what's given is really important. So the variables are speed, distance, and time. So I want you to circle the 25 seconds and square the 50 meters and just underline speed. Now, distance is given. What's the given for distance? Raise your hand if you see it in the problem. Let's go, guys. Elena.
50 meters.
Good. Very important that you use a unit. And what's the time? Velma?
25 seconds.
Yep. Okay. This is the most important part right now. You need to write the equation. It's not always going to be the same. It depends on what you're solving for. The equation for speed is S equals distance divided by time. I'm going to show you exactly why that makes sense. Check it out. Here's an example of a speed. 25. Oh, I need a new marker. Ready? Can you throw that up? Okay. Oh, yes, perfect. Do you not get it? Okay. So this is a normal speed, 25 miles an hour. Check it out. Is this a distance or a time? Yell it out. Miles is not a time. It is a distance, yes. So here's a distance. That's the numerator here and a numerator here. Hours is a what? Distance or time?
Time.
Time. Yes. So listen, every time that you do a speed, every time there's any kind of speed, you're actually making this equation here. Give me another example of a speed with different units. Luna, loud.
Kilometers per hour.
Good, give me a number.
20.
20 km per h. Check it out. Distance over a time. That's how you know it's a speed. Does that make sense? You should never forget the equation for how to solve for speed because it's always distance over time. Okay, so here we go. We're going to plug in the numbers, so forget these. S equals 50 meters divided by 25 seconds. Now, who can solve this for us? 50 divided by 25 and include units. Go, Bridget.
2 meters per second.
Good job. And we want to make sure that there is a distance and a time in our final answer, M over S. Yes. Cool? Okay, we're going to go over number 2, and then we're going to let you flap your wings and fly by yourself. Pull it down, make sure you're paying attention. Number 2, read about Lucella, please. Go ahead, Rafi, loud.
Lucella rode her bike to the grocery store 5 miles away. She had 15 minutes to get there. How fast does she need to go to make her deadline?
How fast does she need to go? So step 1, what is it called, step 1? Go ahead. Go ahead, Noah.
Find out what the question is looking for.
Good. What is it looking for? Speed, distance, or time? Yell it out.
I don't know.
Speed. Look, how fast? Speed. Okay. If you're like answering questions wrong on purpose, I'll go super slow and then you'll have a ton of extra homework. Don't think you want that. Write what's given. What is the distance? The distance given. We'll raise our hand. The distance is given. Let's go. Chris.
5 miles.
Yep. Make sure you use units. And the time is what? Velma?
15 minutes.
Yep. What's the equation that we have to put with the letters, please, Fatu?
Speed equals 5 miles.
Nope, don't plug it in yet, just the letters.
S equals D over T.
Yep. Okay, now plug it in. S equals. Tell me the equation plugged in. Emmy,
S equals 5 over 15.
can't hear.
S equals 5 over 15.
You need units. S equals
5 minus over 15.
minutes. Okay, now solve it. What's the answer? How fast does she need to go? Go, child.
1/3 minutes, miles per second, 9 minutes.
Okay, 1 mile every.
Miles per minute.
Yep. So you can say right here. You can say 1 mile every 3 minutes. Okay, so she needs to go 1 mile every 3 minutes. Do you think someone can bike 1 mile every 3 minutes? Maybe some really, really, really fast people. I'm not sure. Okay. Put your heads down really quick. Heads all the way down. You are not just covering your eyes. Five, I really understand this. 1, I have no idea what's going on. 5, I really understand this. 1, I really don't. Here's a warning. If your hand is not up, I don't know what you're doing. What is your number? Perfect. Heads up. Okay. The back of this sheet, so let me just be clear. There is a guidance opportunity here. The back of this sheet has the answers on the bottom jumbled up. You can check your work as you go. Listen up. You need to show every step. It is very important. When you are done, and if you are a complete boss at these kinds of problems, there's a beast only question set. If you finish this and show your work by the time class is over, you will get $1 bonus. I'm looking for star W's today by showing work and trying really hard. You are free to go. Go ahead. Shut it off.